The Minuteman National Historical Park and the Massachusetts Port Authority are stewards of valuable public resources in Massachusetts. We believe it is important to maintain a sustainable balance between the economy, the environment, and our cultural history, and that this balance can be achieved by working together. This understanding has led to a renewed effort to minimize the impact of aircraft noise on the national park experience. Touch-and-go operations can be disruptive during the national park's outdoor programs and interpretive talks. Working with the FAA Control Tower and flight schools at Hanscom Field, we have identified fly-friendly procedures to reduce touch-and-go activity over the national park. While you already are using Hanscom Field, perhaps you've never visited the nearby national park. It is a unique experience combining tranquility and natural beauty with a historical framework that speaks to the essence of this country. According to the Massachusetts Code of Regulations for Hanscom Field, aircraft operators should be aware of the following operational restrictions. Operations between the hours of 11 p.m. and 7 a.m. will be assessed a nighttime landing fee. Please avoid flying between these hours whenever possible. Touch-and-go operations are not permitted during the hours of 11 p.m. and 7 a.m. or for any aircraft exceeding 12,500 pounds. Aircraft or ground power unit use should be restricted to the minimum time required prior to start, consistent with aircraft pre-flight, aircraft heating or cooling, and navigational equipment requirements. Their operation time is limited to 30 minutes. Engine run-ups for maintenance purposes must be approved by airport management and only in specifically designated areas. The National Business Aviation Administration publishes recommended noise abatement departure procedures for high-density airports. In addition, NBAA publishes recommended approach and landing procedures. Piston arrivals and departures should follow the Aircraft Owners and Pilots Association recommended noise abatement procedures. Massport has established voluntary noise abatement procedures for each runway at Hanscom Field. For all runway operations, please use best rate of climb until reaching pattern altitude. Fly pattern altitude as established in the chart supplement for Hanscom Field. These recommendations are not intended to supersede FAA rules, regulations, or directions. Any instruction from air traffic control contrary to the noise abatement procedures will take precedence. Safety is your top priority, and we request that these procedures be followed only to the extent that safety is not compromised. For all runway operations, avoid overflight of the Hartwell Tavern, noted on the map with a red star. For touch-and-go operations on runway 29. When flying left traffic, fly the downwind leg approximately 500 feet south of the runway 5 chevrons or over the old T hangars. If available per air traffic control, use right traffic. For touch-and-go operations on runway 11. When flying right traffic, fly the downwind leg approximately 500 feet south of the runway 5 chevrons or over the old T hangars. If available, per air traffic control, use left traffic. For touch-and-go operations on runway 23. When conditions permit, fly runway heading to pattern altitude, then turn crosswind over Route 2. When flying left traffic, fly the downwind leg approximately 500 feet east of the runway 29 chevrons. For touch-and-go operations on runway 5. When flying right traffic, fly the downwind leg east of the runway 29 chevrons. Conditions permitting, extend the downwind leg to Route 2. Please avoid making early base turns. For your convenience, handouts of each of the procedures discussed is available in this office for you to keep. As a pilot, you are the key to the success of this effort, and we are asking for your cooperation by adopting these procedures when you fly at Hanscom Field. These are recommendations and do not supersede FAA rules, regulations, or directions, and we request that these procedures be followed only to the extent safety is not compromised. The next time you fly, we ask you to join us in reducing aircraft noise over the park for the enjoyment of its visitors, and perhaps occasionally you will stop at the park to enjoy its contribution to the region and our country.